Everyone has keen desire to learn English language just like a native speaker. No one want to deprive themselves from learning this language. So today I have to talk about how to speak English fluently. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Neetu Singh. Some simple tips for reaching your language goals I will explain before you. Do you want to learn how to speak English well? So without delay, let's have to start. Number 1, get clear on what fluency means. You know that you want to become fluent in English, but what does it mean? There are two parts to fluency: knowing the language and knowing how to produce the language. Being fluent means that you can use the English language comfortably, you can communicate freely, and you can have a conversation with native speaker, right? Without having to constantly look for help. Fluency can also be seen in how you speak. You can know plenty of English vocabulary, but if you have to pause or repeat a lot of when speaking, your fluency might not be so obvious to someone. If you speak very slowly or in very flat, unemotional manner, then you won't sound very fluent. On the other hand, sounding fluent doesn't mean you actually are speaking good English. To be fluent in English, you need to master both the language and how you speak it. So friends, let you clear first what is fluency means. Second, immerse yourself in English every day. If you are studying English for an hour once a week is not actually enough to make any real progress. The best way to improving your English is to spend at least a few minutes practice every day. There is a special language learning method called immersion. With immersion, you try to surround yourself with the language as much as you can, your day-to-day life, your day-to-day activity. If you want to improve English very soon, so this is very much important to become fluent and part of your daily schedule, so that you are frequently learning the practicing until it becomes a natural to hear and speak the language. Immerse yourself in English as much as possible every time you study. Challenge yourself to listen to, read, and even say things in English that you think might be too difficult for you, but you have to maintain a timetable. If you want to improve your English and speak fluently, you need to make it an habit in your day-to-day life. Number 3, focus on whole phrases instead of single word. Friends, speaking English fluently means being able to express your thoughts, your feelings, and ideas. If your goal is to speak English in full sentences, so why not learn it in full sentences, right? You will find that English is more useful in your everyday life if you study whole phrases rather than just vocabulary and verbs. Start by thinking about phrases that you use frequently in your native language and then learn how to say them in English. Okay? Number 4, talk yourself through everyday activities. Think about all the things you might do that have a beginning. For cooking something, your instruction might start like this: peel the garlic or dice the garlic, peel the onion, slice the onion. Once you have your instruction, follow them. In the meantime, say what you are doing out loud. For example, oh, my eyes are starting to water. A mere challenging version of this would be to keep an audio diary. Record yourself on your phone describing your day or specific experience from beginning to end. This would force you to learn words that you often use in everyday life, and you will also get more comfortable with speaking smoothly. Okay? Number 5, share your opinion online. To ready to learn English speaking if you and you learn how to express yourself in English. Even if you have idea for conversation, it can be here to know how to put them into your own words. You can practice this by participating in conversation online, posting on social media, leaving comments on articles, or writing reviews are all good approaches. Number 6, read along with podcast. Yes, this is very much effective way to improve your English. Guys, when podcast and audiobook don't just make for amazing English listening practice, they can help with your speaking too. Most of the top English podcasts have word for word transcripts. They play the podcast while reading alone out loud, matching the speed and accent of the speaker. Friends, this is a handy technique that calls shadowboarding, which can really help with your intonation and pronunciation. And you must of course choose podcast that matches the type of English you are learning. Finally, I'm going to wind up today. Till then, take care of yourself. I will meet you in my next video with new idea how to improve English language. Thank you.